Hey guys, so it's time for another Wreck This Journal video with Cuddles.
Featuring Cuddles.
I have 4 pages to show you guys. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys those 4 pages that I did, and hopefully Cuddles will cooperate with me. One of the first pages that I did, this was a page that I had to actually tear out of the journal. And this was the tear out and crumple page. Now, I had wanted to do a Chucky page, a Chucky from Child's Play page in my journal for the longest time, and I didn't get to do it with my last Wreck This. Since I've got almost every other horror movie character, I needed to put him in this book somewhere. So, I decided to put him onto this page, and instead of doing like the Chucky where he's like all messed up, like from like the Bride of Chucky or whatever, I did him from the Good Guy toy box because I personally thought that he was creepier in the Child's Play movies more than he was in Bride of Chucky. This is what the front of the page looks like. So I just have Chucky right here, and I try to make it yellow, kind of like he was in the Good Guy's box, but I think that's supposed to be like the logo for the Good Guy dolls on the movie. And I put right here, wanna play, and I put blood splatter like all around the edges of the box just because. And then down here I just wrote with the logo, the font, whatever you want to call it, Good Guys. And yeah, that's the front of the page. Now I really want to get one of these dolls pretty soon. Like I want one so bad, but I haven't been able to get one because I don't know how much they are and I don't know if I have the money for it right now. But I've been really wanting one of the Good Guy dolls, like one of the normal Good Guy dolls before he gets all messed up. But yeah, that was the front. And then on the back, I did one of the lists one of your own ways to wreck this journal. And I did write as many horror movies as you can on a page. Now I'm not going to go through and tell you guys every single horror movie that's on this page because that would take a really long time. But I'll maybe mention like 1 or 2 to give you guys an idea and show you what it looks like. So yeah, I did that on the back of the Chucky page. Majority of them that I could think of off the top of my head. But yeah, there was a lot of them, and I kind of made it like a word search or something on the back just because I thought that was like a cool idea. And I drew a knife, a butcher knife on the back. I'm not that good at drawing butcher knives, by the way, if you couldn't tell, but I figured it went along perfectly with Chucky because that's like his signature weapon. So that looked wrong, I'm sorry.
Because that's like his signature weapon. So that looks wrong, I'm sorry.
So, I just drew the knife, and I have a few doll-related movies in the knife, just because Chucky is a doll. And I put Child's Play, Annabelle, of course, Dolly Dearest, and The Boy, which I've never seen yet, and I want to see it, like, really bad. And I just put some blood splatter on the knife as well, and yeah, that's the back of this page. And I did crumple it, but you can probably like barely tell, mainly because I forgot to crumple it up before I taped it, and then I had to crumple it up after I taped it, so you don't get that much effect on it. But I did crumple it up, so the page was still done, so it's whatever. But yeah, I really like that page. I think it has to be one of my favorites now. Do a Little Bear themed page here, just because I like the idea of a Little Bear themed page. If you guys don't know what Little Bear is, you're probably not a 90s kid, but Little Bear was a cartoon that used to come on Nick Jr. back in the 90s, And I was completely obsessed with that cartoon. Like, I watched that cartoon on the daily, like, religiously I watched that cartoon. And I was gonna do, like, the part where he's flying up to the moon with all of his little friends, just because I felt like that was appropriate for this page. But I went back and you can't even see his face, and it looks kind of hard to draw. So I decided I wasn't going to do that. Maybe I'll do a little better page before I finish this book. So this was the Color Outside of the Lines page. Now I still stuck with the moon theme for this page just because I really like that idea. So yeah, I did color it a little bit. I did like a shade around the moon and like craters and stuff to make it look more like the moon. Then I just drew some sky wishing lanterns all on the page. I was trying to make it look like they were going up into space or something because I like that idea for some reason. I don't know why that idea like really appealed to me. And I did wishing lanterns this year and I thought that they were amazing, so I had to put them in my journal somewhere. So yeah, I just kind of did like I tried to like make like a shadow up at the top and then like lighter down at the bottom of them to make them look like they were lit up. I wish that I would have like colored around them to make it look like they were really like lit up and bright, but I didn't think of that. I just colored it all black. I have the entire night sky up here and then some clouds around them and then just dozens of sky wishing lanterns. And I also use these little like bejeweled, like little jewel sticky things as my stars. And I just glued them all on this page and I think that it's really pretty. I actually really like it. Like, I didn't know how it was going to turn out, but I like it. I think it's cute.
The only thing about it is the ones that are kind of like further off in the distance, they kind of look like loaves of bread or like toast or something, like at the top of them, like the way that I kind of like edged them out. For some reason to me they look like bread, but yeah.
So this page was this space is dedicated to internal monologue page.
And for those of you who don't know, internal monologue is kind of like what you're thinking about all of it.
Internal monologue is kind of like what you're thinking about all of the time, or like what goes on in your mind the most. And last time I did a bunch of quotes and different things that I liked, and I decided this time that I wanted to do something different. So I decided I was going to do like a bunch of different things that I liked and a lot of stuff that I thought about the most. And I mean, it's an okay page. I think that it's cute, but yeah, I don't know. It's kind of too plain for me and boring. Like, I wish that I would have added more to it or something. And this is what the page looks like. So on this side, I just have a slice of pizza. This is supposed to be a YouTube video because you guys know I'm obsessed with my YouTube. And then I have a pumpkin because I love Halloween. Tumblr, who isn't obsessed with Tumblr? Mickey Mouse ears. That's supposed to be a pickle. A Wubble Bubble Ball. Graveyard Girl, because I'm obsessed with her. Jonas Bros. BFFs, that's for my two best friends in the whole wide world. Anxiety, because that goes on in my mind a lot. It's not something that I like, but it's something that goes on in my mind a lot, so I put that on here. I have music. This is supposed to be like the stars for like stargazing and stuff. A computer, skull and crossbones, a ghost because I'm into the paranormal stuff. My memory book, the little things, haunted houses, a panda bear. This is supposed to be garlic bread. And on this side, I just have Hello Kitty up at the top, a cat because I'm obsessed with cats. I have a little turtle, Poop. I'm really proud of my Poop. I think it's cute. This is supposed to be like The Walking Dead and a zombie and Rick, even though I don't feel like it turned out all that well. This is what is this thing called? A meat cleaver with blood on it for horror, and then October. memories, the 90s, Lay's potato chips because I love my potato chips, my breakfast journal, my Instagram, Brady44, Coke, my pop, Z's for like sleep because I love my sleep as well. This is supposed to be a llama, a rainbow, a pug, some money I have on there, and he's supposed to be a hot guy because
you guys know me, I love my hot guys.
So yeah, and then I just bubbled around the title and tried to doodle it up a little bit, and I think that it's cute. It definitely explains what goes on in my mind. This next page was the slide the journal this page face down a long hallway, and last time I think I did Harold and the Purple Crayon, which had nothing to do with me sliding it through a long hallway, and this time I kind of got the idea because Lights Out is coming out in movie theaters this week, so I decided that I was going to do a Lights Out page because where she sees the girl in the short horror film is in the hallway. So I kind of went off the short horror film and thought it would be a cool idea, and it's unique, and I don't feel like anybody else has ever done something like this before. So this is what it looks like, and on this side I have the chick when she's standing in the hallway, like when she turns the light off and she's standing in the back of her hallway and all she sees is a dark shadow. So I used construction paper and just cut her little silhouette out right there and put her in the back and tried to make this look like the hallway or whatever. And then I drew the chick, which is the guy's, I think that it's his wife, who is in the short horror film, who's like turning on and off the light. So I put her right here, and I was trying to copy like the picture off the short horror film. Yeah, I added my own little touch to it. I gave her eyes because I seen in the trailer for the movie that she had like little like lights for eyes, and it was like really creepy looking, so I decided I was going to give her eyes as well. And then on this side I just put Lights Out, and then a little light switch. And then this is supposed to be the same girl, like whenever she's turning on the light and she looks over and she sees her face. That was supposed to be her. The only difference is I accidentally drew her eyebrows, and I don't think the girl has eyebrows. But I'm pretty happy with the way that it turned out. I thought that it was a unique idea, and I love scary movies, and I'm way excited about seeing this. This guy, seriously, was the reason why I wanted to start making my own short horror films. So, like, whenever I seen that it was coming out in movie theaters, I was like, I have to go see that, and I'm like so stoked. And I just had to include it in here somewhere. So yeah, I'm really glad I thought of that idea. But yeah, this has got to be one of my favorite pages so far as well. I feel like I've been saying that a lot, but it is. I love it.
right here. These are places somewhere.
If there was some way of contacting that dude and just being like, hey, I put you in my Wreck This journal, what do you think? Like, I so would. Like, I would flip out if he seen my page and said something. But yeah, that was all of the pages that I did in my Wreck This journal this past couple of weeks. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Give me a comment and tell me which page was your favorite from this week in my Wreck This journal. Mine was probably the Child's Play page and the Lights Out page. So yeah, let me know what your favorite was, and also subscribe to me if you haven't already. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for subscribing. And I'll see you guys in my next video.